Hey guys, it's Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and we are recording this training on vision boards today, Sunday, September 11th, 2022. And the reason that we're doing a vision board class as one of a free bonus is for 2022, we are celebrating 7 years of Balloon Coach offering online training for the balloon industry. I'm Joette Giardina. If we've not met before, I live in Lakeland, Florida, which is halfway between Tampa and Orlando. That's why every year in November, I host an event in Orlando for people to get out of the cold and come enjoy some time in this Florida sun, go to Disney, and work on your business, taking time away from your business to work on your business. And one of the number one things that I talk about in my live classes and online in my Balloon Boss Mastermind program is vision boards. So today, you can either just use your computer to write your vision board, or if you'd like to be crafty, go grab some paper, markers, some scissors, some magazines, some post board. If you've got stickers or creative things, or maybe old calendars even that have pretty pictures of places that you want to go to, or you can actually print pictures off or words off on your computer to a printer and then cut them off. So if you're a crafty person and want to have, kind of a vision board up here like the ladies did at Summit this last year, you can totally do that and be crafty. Or in just a second, I'm going to give you the template for those of you who weren't on earlier. I'm going to give you a template on Canva of how you can make your own. So thank you guys for letting me spend some time with you today. And if you're on with a family, that's awesome. I always think that when you do a vision board and your family or spouse or good friend also makes one with you, it's a great time to have conversations about things that you guys want for in the future. And I've actually had some of my members where they do their individual vision boards, each person, and then they do a family vision board of some of the things that they're wanting to do together. And that's kind of a cool thing too. So I'm glad that you guys are here today. So let's get this party started. Sample vision board. Here we go. I'm copying this and I'm putting it back into the chat for those who weren't here earlier. This will actually open it up where you'll be able to see these notes and go back to it. And what will happen is right here at the bottom, so in case you guys want to go ahead and get started on it, this is kind of a blank goal sheet, a vision board, right? And talking about personal, talking about business. And so what you can do is you can just copy this. So you can actually go down. This was from one of our friends, Lenore, who is Lights, Camera, Selfie, who's come to Mastermind trainings and also come to Summit. She shared hers. And so what was great is now you can go to this and you can just click on duplicate, the button that has like the plus on it. You can click duplicate page, and then you can kind of like take out old pieces that were hers, and then you can put in the things that you want in yours. All right, so just wanted to show you that that's one of the ways that you can quickly kind of use Canva to make one. So I kind of wanted to show you that for those of you who know about vision boards. I want to just get started right now while we talk. Wanted to let you know you can go right into that template and to do that. So how do we get that? So the link that I just put into the message, you are able to click on that and it will take you right to it. So I put a link in the chat here, and all you have to do is click that link and it will open up Canva in another, so you'll just want to take that and open up another tab. And so you can be working on Canva at the same time that I'm talking with you. And for anybody who's watching this as a replay, what you want to do is if you're watching as a replay on YouTube, you'll want to go into the notes in YouTube and click on the link. And if you're in our Balloon Boss Mastermind program, the notes are always underneath the live, the replay. So right underneath the video, just go underneath to download your notes if you're watching this as a replay. So vision boards, why am I talking about it? All right. So really quick, what I want to show you guys is this. All right. So I'm going to stop my share for a second. This is an award that I received many years ago at an international balloon convention called Float. And it was presented to me by Jan Imes and Julie Connor from Batalic and Batalitex. And this is the Batalic Inspire Award. And on it, it has this globe. And what I love about it is I'm going to shake it up. All right. It's got this beautiful globe. And on the globe, it says, I want to make sure I don't mess it up. It says, success is a journey, not a destination. I'm going to say that one more time. Success is a journey, not a destination. All right. And on the side of it, it says, wisdom, achiever, born to succeed. Great job. Shoot for the moon, reach for the stars. Awesome. Create it. Believe in yourself. Teamwork. Dream big. Innovation. Lead the way. Be the best. Victory. Excellent. You did it. Knowledge. Success. On your way up. All right. And born to succeed. So here's the thing, I want you to believe in yourself that all things are possible and that success is not a destination, but it's a journey. And for me, being in the balloon industry has been an amazing journey since 2003. And the reason I won the Inspire Award is because back in 2015, I stepped out in faith and became BalloonCoach.com. What had happened is I had gone to so many trainings where I go year after year, meeting people who were in the exact same classes sitting next to me, but their businesses weren't changing. They weren't growing. They weren't meeting the goals that they had set for their business. And I didn't understand why their business wasn't growing, but mine was. And then I didn't understand why people would reach out to me and ask for marketing tips of like, Joette, how do you talk to those clients? How do you get those new people to buy from you? How are you working with high schools for proms and homecoming? How are you working with colleges year after year for when people come back to campus? Joette, how are you landing a corporate account? How are you getting an account that pays over $10,000? I had so many people asking that I realized that our industry was missing something. So I set up a vision board previous to 2015 that said I wanted to offer training to the balloon industry that was different than other balloon trainings out there, that focused in on the business side of things and taught people how to write down their goals, how to make their vision for their business and their life become reality. And it happened. All right. Because I worked hard, I wrote it down, and I personally used vision boards before selling party people events. And I used vision boards as I've been in as ballooncoach.com to make changes and transformations in my life. And what is really cool is I've studied from so many amazing business leaders around the world, and then influencers in the world like Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres, and there's a movie out there called The Secret, and it's a book and then it's a movie. And all of those things talk about how when you focus on things, what you focus on expands. And so for creatives in the balloon industry, when we decide to write down our goals, and then when we write a vision board where we can creatively see pictures of what we want for the future and those positive words and statements that we need to fill our mind with every day, as creatives, having that as our screensaver on our phone, screensaver on our computer, or if you've made a really pretty one that it sits in your office or on your refrigerator, wherever you're going to see it every day, by having that around you, it helps bring things into your life. So what I'm just letting you know is why I talk about vision boards so much is because I've seen how they've worked in my life. And even more so, I've seen how they've worked in other people in the balloon industry's life. And so I want to help you take that next step in growing your business. So are you guys ready to try something new? For those of you who said you've never done a vision board before, can you please type into the chat, yes, you're ready to give it a try? And it can be even on a small scale. It doesn't have to be big, right? So for those of you who are on, if you can just type in, yes, you're willing to give it a try today, see what happens, because it can't hurt to have things ready. Yes, I'm ready. I'm willing. Awesome. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to share my screen. And when you're typing, if you can do it to everyone, it helps people see the other comments, and it also helps people see where you're at. Great. I love it. People are ready to give it a try. They're trying online vision I created, but the digital is interesting. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Love it. Yay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So just double checking, guys. Can somebody say, I see your screen? Want to make sure I pulled up the right slide deck for you guys. I see you. All right, perfect. So, what I want to do is talk to you about creating goals and achieving success as a balloon boss. So, the number one thing right now, just on a piece of notebook paper, I want you to quickly write down your why. Why do you have a balloon business? All right. And if you want to share that in the chat, feel free to do that. So for me, I started a balloon business in 2003 because I was burnt out as a social worker and I wanted to have more time with my daughter and I wanted to be able to have time with my husband and I wanted to do something that was creative and fun and brought joy to the world. And my daughter was 4 at the time. Okay. So that was my why. I was burnt out as a social worker. I wanted to work for myself. So, what about you? Write down what's your why. What was the main reason you started your balloon business? All right. And then on your piece of notebook paper, you can also write, what do you want to purchase with your income from balloons? What do you want to purchase with your income from balloons? Something weird. I love it when I find typos and things. I'm always telling people progress over perfection. And this shows you that even something that I've used in the past still has typos. All right. So, um, yeah, burnout is a real thing. So, getting into balloons allows you to be creative and lets you to bring joy to the world. And that is so awesome. So some people, they find out that there is a really great profit margin in balloons. And so they're like, I want to sell balloons because it's a really good profit margin. Or other people say, you know what, I want to have a business where I empower other people to have a job. And so I want to build a team and let other people be creative and let me manage the business. Some people like to do that part. So being clear on why you got into the balloon business and what you want to purchase with your income from balloons. This is really important. So with me, my husband is a teacher in Florida. Their pay is not good. Um, and so I personally do have to work and I had to replace that income that I was making as a social worker. I didn't have an option just to stay home with my daughter. I had to bring income into our family. And so for me, I had to look at that I needed to help out in paying for our mortgage and our electricity and our note on our car, right? So, and then for us to be able to go and have vacations and do things, I have to work because if I didn't work, we wouldn't be able to meet all those basic household needs. So, for other people, they want to pay off debt, right? Have a home and a van wrap. All right, love this. So I'm reading what you guys are saying. So, knowing what it is that you're working for helps you when the days are tough and when you're burnt out, okay? So, number three is what do you want your work schedule to be like as a balloon business owner? Do you want to work a 9 to 5 schedule and have weekends off? Do you want to just work weekends? Do you work a full time job outside of balloons that you absolutely love and that has great benefits, but you like this balloon thing and think it would be a great thing for your retirement plan? So you just want to work evenings and weekends to have a little bit of a side business going on for now. And then when it's time for you to retire from that job you love, have something that you can continue to earn income from. There are a lot of people in the balloon industry that work 5, 10, 20 years in a job outside of balloons that have awesome benefits and travel and really good pay. And then they take money from their day job, got their day job or their regular job, right? And they invest that money into their balloon business. Some people even invest money from their regular job to make their balloon business run and let somebody else go do the deliveries for them. And they just handle booking the jobs, but they still work a full job. My friend Belinda Barrier in Jacksonville, Florida, with Balloon Event Construction Company, she worked her day job or evening job. She was working for Outback for 10 years while she had someone else running the business and going and doing the balloons for her. So she's getting ready to celebrate his 15th year with her. That's pretty exciting. So what is it that you want your work schedule to be? Because with the balloon industry, it can be anything you want, from earning, $500 a month to earning over $50,000 a month in sales. It's totally up to you. So you get to choose that, right? So making sure that you know your why, what it is you want to purchase, and then number 3, what you want your work schedule to be. So you're writing those things down as your notes. And number 4, a year from now, okay? So September 11, 2023. What are 3 things you would like to accomplish between now and then? List a new habit you would like to create in your life. List 5 words that you want to describe your life or business a year from now. And then the last thing is, and that step is to write your purpose. And if you're a person that's come on new, I have put the notes back down in the chat for you so that you can go ahead and have this exact slide deck that I'm showing you. And it's also a template to actually make your vision board online if you're not doing it on paper. So when you're going through this process today, as you're putting things onto the computer or into your notes or into your vision board that you're cutting and pasting, is I want you to think about, what do you want a year from now? 3 things that you'd like to accomplish, new habit that you'd like to create for your life, list 5 words that describe your life or business a year from now, and then I believe my purpose is. All right. So I know for many of my friends in the balloon industry, they feel that their purpose is to bring joy to others by providing beautiful balloon decor. I have some friends that they feel their purpose is to build a business that they can then sell in the future, that's an asset for them to then be able to enjoy their retirement. I know some people who feel like their purpose is to build a business that can be a legacy for their family to be able, their children, to run their business for them in the future. All right. Some feel like their purpose is to use the money from their balloon business to be able to start a nonprofit to help those in need. All right. So there's so many things out there. Everybody has a different why for the reason they got into the balloon industry. And everyone on this planet has a different purpose of why they're here and what they should do with their money and the endeavors that they do within their business. So having those basic 4 things written down really help you guide into the next step. And then use the sample template behind that's following up to kind of inspire you. And then I'm going to share a couple of other things with you too. So number 1, what I want to share real quick is I'm going to go ahead and put up one more slide for you guys. All right. So, what I want to show you is a little bit of inspiration, because many times people ask me, Joette, do you really think vision boards work? Is there really a reason to put things in writing? And one of the most exciting things that happen for me in our Balloon Boss Mastermind program is every month I have 3 live classes at least, plus I sometimes have bonuses. And at the end, I open it up for conversations. And our first Monday of the month, we always talk about our goals from last month. How did we do? And then what's our plan for the next month? And the most exciting thing for me is when a member gets on and says, Joette, I was able to check off one of the things from my vision board. This month, I finally hit $10,000 in sales, or I gained my first $1,000 client, or I learned how to use Canva to make my editable templates, and I used it to land a job with a brand new client because I was able to show them what I wanted to sell to them. I have people that tell me, you know what, Joette, after X number of years, I finally had the nerve to go to a networking event and to introduce myself. And you know what? I was able to get this great referral partner from going to that event because I finally took action on what I've written down on my vision board. All right. So it's exciting for me to hear when people take action. And I have found as creatives in the balloon industry, when we write down a goal on paper and pen, that's great. But sometimes as creatives, we need that extra step of seeing that visual image. So many years ago, one of my mastermind members and a person who's come to Orlando since 2017, back when we were doing a parade workshop here, and then came back for Promotions of Profits and Balloon Boss Summit. This is Debbie Madrano from California. And she wrote down the goals on her vision board that she wanted to get a new van, she wanted to wrap it, and she wanted to retire her husband. All right. And she did. She retired her husband early. She got the balloon van and she wrapped it. And she's done a lot of other great things since then too. But I asked her permission so I could show you guys her vision board. And so I love how she put some just positive things there. A goal without a plan is just a wish, right? She has travel plans here, places that she wanted to go. All right, she had the van here. She had another positive quote that says, "You are capable of more than you know." Another goal was to be debt free. And then this is a card that I had sent her or given her at Summit. I can't remember which one, but dream big, believe in yourself, you're unstoppable. Pray, focus. So it doesn't have to be super elaborate. It doesn't have to be high tech, but it's just good information. Adele, enjoy your job or your event this afternoon. Thanks for jumping on with us. So I wanted to just show you, it doesn't have to be super elaborate. It can be that simple. And I believe she wanted to remodel her kitchen. I believe that that's what this picture was. So with me, I apologize, I don't have my vision board in front of me today. I had a goal to have our kitchen remodeled. And so I put a picture of a kitchen being remodeled. And last summer while I was on teaching tour, we did that. I also had a goal to put new windows in our house and have our house painted. And that just happened this summer. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to do the vision board workshop, is I needed to update some of the things that I have on there. So when you're working with it, you can do paper and cut out things, or again, you can do the digital version, whatever you like. And you can be as creative and colorful as you want, or as simple as you like to be, whatever your personality is. All right. So what you can do is use this template that we have to put words in it that you like. So one of the things that I talk about is being able to kind of write what you want here. All right. And then personal goals. Why are you that business owner? What is a daily stress break that you would like to do? What's an activity with friends or family you'd like to do once a month or once a quarter? What's a health goal that you have? Maybe a book that you would like to read, a hobby. All right. So you can make it whatever you like it. If it's that you want to come to a certain training event that you want to attend, if it's that you want to get to a certain amount of followers online, if it's that you want to get to a certain sales goal, there's no wrong answer. Okay. This just shows you some of the things that Lenore has used in the past for hers. And now you can just delete out her stuff and put in stuff that's yours. All right. So for anybody who hasn't worked with Canva before, what I just want to show you here is right here. It says, she's got the dollar signs right here because she wanted to make money. So what I'm going to do is it said generate over 5,000 in revenue. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up in here in case you haven't worked with Canva. You can click right on this image and delete the money. And if you're like, oh no, I want money in it, you can go right up here next to resize and hit the arrow back, and it'll refresh that. All right. And then if there's something else that you want to add right here, the reason I love the paid version of Canva is the pro, you can get all kinds of cool images. So right here where it says photos, you can type in the word of anywhere. So let's say that you want to go to a carnival. You can type in the word carnival, and now you'll have all these great images. So you can put in like the Ferris wheel if you like. I go back. So there's Ferris wheels. There's, if you're wanting to go more like to Rio to go to one of their festivals and carnivals, there's a person in the costumes and stuff. If it's that you really like the different rides there, or getting popcorn, whatever. So there's fun things that you can put in there. If it's that you love to travel to the beach, you can put the word beach in it and grab a beautiful picture here that inspires you of the beach. Or of course you can use Google search and put any images that you want into it. But the nice thing with being able to do it as a Canva template is you can go in right now and do it, no excuses. And then later on, you could always print it out and keep a hold of it, or you can cut pieces out of images that you like to put it in. But the bottom line is number one, go through the process of those top questions that I asked and write them down to a piece of paper, because that's step one, is getting that focus of where you're at and where you want to go. And then step two is then making a visual reminder of those things that you want for the future. And by putting positive words up, like let's say you want to be happy. If right now you wake up most mornings sad, then find a poem or a word that helps you be happy. An image is something that makes you smile, all right? Or even write a word, I wake up each morning with a grateful heart, all right? So what it is putting things out there that you want to have within your life. So what I'm going to do is remind you guys that we are being recorded currently, but if there's a specific question you have about this process of looking at your goals and what you want, and then making it into a vision board, feel free to type it into the chat or open up your mic, because I guarantee if you have a question about this process, somebody else does too, and they'll be thankful that you asked the question. So while I'm waiting to see if I get a question, I'm just going to let those of you guys know who are watching this as a replay. BalloonCoach.com is set up where my mastermind program is recorded with everything. And then at the end, we always open it up for someone to ask questions outside of the scope of our training. So if I don't have anybody else asking questions, we'll turn off the recording in a minute and then have that extra chat. It's that bonus of people being on. And as we're going through vision board today, I don't want to record that whole process of people working on it while we talk through it. So I want it to be a fun environment, like you guys are in the room. You'll be able to turn on your cameras and everything. So a question that I had was, once the board is created in Canva, can it be printed? Yes, you can print it. You can save it onto your computer and print it if you have a good printer, or you can send it to a local printer to be printed. I know some people who have actually taken it and like made it into a calendar, and it was the front of their calendar, and put their Thrive guide. So for those of you who are mastermind, they combined it with their Thrive guide and then had that printed out as a spiral. Great question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. And for those of you who are on live, we can chat some more. And again, for those of you watching the recording, when you have questions, email me, joette@BalloonCoach.com. Post in our groups. If you are in my mastermind member, my mastermind subscriber program, or if you're in Balloon Coach community or Balloon Business Startup, I'd love for you to share a post. It's like, hey, this is a vision board that I created. Can't wait to see what the future holds. The top thing I've got a goal on. I'd love to see what you guys are doing. So feel free to share those. And then down the road, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, touch base with me and let me know how things are going. I'd love to know how many of the things that you put onto your vision board you make reality. And the bottom line is just believing that it's possible. And then of course, taking the action steps and the work to do it. But this just helps you focus in on what's most important for you when you're having those really bad days, letting you know what you're working for. So do one thing today your future self will thank you for. And I can't wait to see your vision board. Hey guys, what I love is when people take action on what they're learning during our webinars. So right now we've got Christine had this awesome that she used the sample that we had to be able to set her goals for the future of becoming a certified balloon artist, being able to create a certain income at a level. And we talked about that as you're putting your goals out, if you can set the date and time or in a specific amount, that's going to help you get that. So go ahead and use those Canva templates that we sent to you so that you can get your vision board set up so that it's personalized for you, and then review it once a year to maybe update things. Or if you see that a lot of things are getting checked off, you may update your vision board every 6 months or every quarter, depending on how you set up your goals in your vision board. There's no right or wrong answer, but the bottom line is to take this image and have it as your screensaver on your phone or your computer, or have it in print up by where you can see it every single day to help it be first of mind and to believe that the things that are on there are achievable. And then our Balloon Boss Mastermind program, you can use our Thrive Guide to help break down these big visions into smaller bite-sized pieces. And the bottom line is, remember, the way you achieve these is one step at a time. You don't have to get it all done at once. Focus in, time block, and do one step a day to help you get through this next piece.